Good morning, I'm Pratap Singh Gaikwad and welcome to day 2 of the Raymond 100 Auto Fest. This morning we are coming to you from the supercar enclosure. I'll talk to you about some of the special cars over here. And to accompany me and to take you guys through this, let me request Suneet to join me. Morning, Suneet.
Hi sir, good morning.
Morning. So, a good place to begin
Yeah,
the
definitely.
day, the supercar journey.
Definitely.
Starting with this gorgeous 2008 Ferrari F430 Scuderia.
That's right.
Yeah,
Joey's pride and joy, as we
yeah.
all know.
And I think one of the most special cars in this lineup for sure. I mean, very rare, built for purpose, hardcore. I mean, it's got everything.
That's right. It's a complete track car,
Yeah,
but it has everything. It has everything for the track. There's no carpets.
Right.
The radio barely works. There's one speaker, but everything you need for the track, and that's it.
Correct.
It's a complete track car.
No, I mean, I looked at the interior. We'll go through it as well. But like you said, no carpets. I can see the welding marks.
the
all
exposed welding,
exposed,
yeah.
carbon fiber everywhere. I mean,
Everywhere.
that's what a supercar should be.
It should be, yeah. So we've just restored this whole car. This is how she left the factory.
Right,
Luckily, since Joey is so particular, we found this book that came along with the car,
right.
which showed the whole build process of
Okay.
when it was just bare metal
Right.
to when they painted it to when the engine and the body were mated. Everything was there in that book.
Okay.
Ferrari calls it their VIP program,
Right.
and luckily we found those documents with the car.
Okay.
So we were able to restore it back exactly the way it left the factory.
Because I like the color also. It's got that tinge of orange.
Correct, that's right.
So it's
That's
not
right.
that Rosso Corsa.
No,
It's
this
not
is
that.
Rosso Scuderia.
Scuderia.
It's slightly towards orange, very
Right.
slightly.
Right. Any idea of how many they built?
So the rough number we don't know. It's about 500 or so,
Okay.
but very rare compared to the later cars that followed,
Right.
because those were close to 700, 800.
Yeah.
This is 500 or so, and this is the first right-hand drive one they ever made. It came to India, a very
Right.
early car, the
Right.
first right-hand drive example,
Which was made at factory.
made at factory.
How do
yeah.
we know that?
By the VIN number.
Okay.
We went through the VIN numbers, and this
Wow.
is one of the first maybe 80 or 90 cars they made.
Right.
So a very, very early car.
And is this the only one in India? Or
This is the only one in India.
only one
There's
in
no other 430
Again,
Scuderia.
that again for our Indian market, you know, I mean, that makes it that much more
It does.
special.
It does. It
You-
does.
You just can't get another one,
Correct.
even if you wanted.
And it is the first special edition Ferrari that ever came to India.
So, did this come in officially through Ferrari or was it?
No,
a
this
PR?
was privately imported.
Okay.
It was privately imported by the first owner.
Right.
The first owner was Mr. Ambani. He imported the.
Okay.
He imported
Anil
the
Ambani.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. He imported.
So it's
the-
got good provenance as
It
far
does.
as the ownership
It does, it
process
does.
is concerned.
It does.
Very rare car, and
It
I mean,
does.
very sought after now globally as well.
It is.
I
It is a
think,
very sought after car.
I think the prices of these are going to go up further. I don't think they've gone up as much as they should have possibly. I don't know.
Internationally, they have.
Okay.
This will cost you as much as a 458 Speciale, any of those cars internationally.
Right.
Here in India, well, we can't really determine a value because there's only one. Like,
Correct,
what do you
correct.
compare it with?
Correct.
So, yeah.
Correct. And this has paddles. This is not a manual.
No, this is a paddle shift automatic.
Right.
Ferrari calls it F1, F1 gearbox.
Right. So I think if you guys can also have a look at the interior, you know, it shows you how hardcore, like you said, without the carpet, racing
Racing
seats,
carbon seats.
the paddle shifts in carbon fiber. I mean, everything that you need to go fast
And nothing more. That's
and
it.
nothing more. I mean, I'm surprised actually to see the music system in there. I would have not
That's an optional extra.
extra. Okay.
That's an extra. Yeah.
Right. Pretty amazing. Okay, let's have a look at the engine.
Yeah,
first.
sure. I'll just open that up. for you.
Yeah. It's all carbon fiber, I
It's
see.
all carbon fiber.
And
And this is
everything is
exactly how it
exposed.
came. We've not touched anything.
I love the exhaust.
Yeah, with the Ferrari branding
and
and
the Ferrari branding. It's good to see that you guys have still got all the stickers, etc.
we are
You know,
very
I mean,
particular
that's-
about these
yeah.
things. Yeah.
Those are all important things to have. You look after a special car like this, you know, I mean,
It is. It is. Going ahead, we don't know what the values
exactly.
are going to be.
I mean,
so-
it's only going to go up. It's not going to go down. That's for sure. And how she driving now? You just-
Very nice.
Yeah,
very
everything
nice.
is running well.
Everything runs perfectly. All the suspension is brand new.
Right.
The engine, we didn't have to do much work, but we've gone through everything.
Yeah.
We've restored everything absolutely how it
So
came
who
from
would
factory.
look after a car like this? Because it's a special
So
car.
this one we had Devin come down from Singapore.
Right.
He's a Ferrari technician. He's been coming to India for the last 15 to 20 years.
Right.
We've had a good relationship with him. So originally the car also came via Singapore. So
Okay.
how Ferrari works is they ship a
Yeah.
car to Dubai
Right.
and then it goes all around Asia. So Devin is the guy who did the pre-delivery inspection for this particular car.
Right.
And he's the man who still looks after it today also.
Okay. So he does the servicing as well? Or?
He does.
So he
does,
comes for the
he
annual
does.
service? and
He
things
comes
like
for the annual service. Any major, minor work, he's the only one who
that.
touches it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important to have the right person and someone you trust
That's true.
with
That's
a car
true.
like this.
That's true.
And,
And
this
we're
would,
lucky.
This
well,
will be looked after in the supercar garage?
That's right. That's right. We're lucky to have access to their facility.
Yeah.
They accommodate us very well. Very, very well.
Can we listen to the sound?
Yeah,
What it
sure.
sounds
We
like?
can. We can.
So Sumit, so many amazing cars
Yeah.
in a row.
Like eye candy, you don't know where to look.
Exactly.
Like
So this
everywhere you
is-
look, there's something nice.
This is a Pista.
That's right. 488 Pista.
Another one. I mean, while I like them, the naturally aspirated
Aspirated
ones are the
engines,
ones
yeah.
that one
agree with you on
naturally
that.
gravitates to, and
Yeah.
you know the Speciale.
Definitely the most special.
Yeah, and again a car that I actually came close to buying once.
Okay.
Big mistake that I didn't go
Passed
through with
on
it
that,
because I mean that's definitely one of my regrets. But looks lovely in yellow.
Rather unique spec, no, on this one.
Yeah,
Not seen
yeah,
this before.
Yeah. I mean, not really
Up to your taste.
what I would do
Yeah.
because I mean I would prefer to keep it more stock.
Stock closer to what?
And you know the tire writing etc. I'm not sure that,
it works. Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's the engine and the handling of the car
That matters.
That matters. I like the yellow interior.
I don't think that was factory, although I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm
they
not
were
sure.
okay.
I think that's been changed.
But that looks like fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, great car.
Nonetheless.
So we see a couple of McLarens. I think
Yeah.
they are gaining.
What's your take on these? Have you driven these before?
No, you know I haven't, but you know I quite like them.
You
the,
do? Okay.
The 765 LT.
Yeah,
again
that
was-
seems interesting.
Yeah, was something that I was toying with.
Okay.
If I was to get one, that would be the sort of range that I would be looking at.
Okay.
But I think they are definitely sort of gathering more momentum.
They
in,
are.
in our
They are. Not
market.
sure about the resale aspect, but
yeah, but
but they
again, I
are-
think limited numbers. I'm sure,
they'll,
not too many.
they'll pick up slowly.
Yeah, yeah. So another goodbye by our dear friend Joey.
Definitely.
Uh,
Definitely a good buy. This
I
one.
think this was interesting because I think he was able to pick up this car, low mileage, very
it
good
is
condition.
16,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think it is a special car. Again, he's got an eye
For the
for
right
picking
kind
up-
of cars,
for
yeah.
picking up the right kind of cars. I think
Yeah.
we were all a bit unsure first,
Of-
but now that
yeah.
we saw the car and what he's also done to it, I think
Quite happy. I didn't
yeah.
agree with him with the color change in the beginning,
yeah,
but once it's here, I think
It works,
It looks.
you know,
it
the
works.
colour?
It works. It definitely works.
yeah.
It
yeah.
definitely works. Yeah.
So the Nissan GTR.
Yeah, this is touted to be the fastest car in India.
Yeah.
A very close battle between an R8 and this GTR, this particular
Okay.
GTR.
Yeah. I
I-
mean, these are amazing. I mean,
They are,
what
they
you
are,
can
they
do
are.
with them, their chassis,
The
their
possibilities are endless with
possibilities
these.
are endless.
with these cars.
I had one.
I think you
many,
had the
many
first
years.
one. The first one. that
Maybe
ever
not
came
be
in.
the first, but definitely one of the first few.
Okay.
Maybe one of the
okay.
first 2, 3 in the
Cars
country.
that came here.
When they came in, it was a white car. I enjoyed it for quite some time. Then, you know, once it had been running, etc., I wanted more. So I remember bringing Ian Litchfield,
Okay.
and his mechanic had come down to India, and
Okay.
they did a stage 2 tune
On
that car.
Okay.
I think from a 500 odd brake
Right.
horsepower.
About 550 stock.
We took it up to about 620.
Oh wow.
'cause,
Okay.
I wanted
Okay.
it to be,
Quite a machine. Quite
usable,
a machine.
yeah.
Yeah.
the sound. We didn't make it too aggressively loud, but very refined.
Right. Right. Right.
This thing was running well, and then I faced a problem where one of the windows wouldn't go up and down.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know, we weren't able to fix that little
Right,
problem.
Right. Right. Right.
And I got quite frustrated actually with that. And
Okay.
as a result, I kind of sold that car.
Okay.
But since then, many of these have come down. I think they were
That's right.
officially selling them in India
They
as well.
were. They didn't sell in good numbers, but they were selling them.
Yeah. The prices have gone up. I mean, if I
They
look
have.
back to what I sold it
Yeah,
at,
and
I'm
what's
kicking
today,
myself
yeah,
now.
Yeah. It's worth quite a lot.
Another great car. Joey's,
Definitely V8 manual,
yeah,
naturally
yeah.
aspirated.
I think
end
the
of an
special
era.
thing is the manual part in this.
It is. It is. And it's a nice gearbox, 6-speed gearbox.
Yeah.
Nice tight gears, very nice.
Yeah. So in my DBS, because I was speccing it, I had the
Right.
option
Right.
of manual or
The automatic.
the automatic paddles. But unfortunately, looking back, I chose the
The automatic.
paddles because I thought in Bombay traffic, there's that, I didn't think I would.
No, that works too because the DBS is more of like a tourer type of car.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not something you want to go really
Yeah.
fast in.
No, but when you look at the values,
From that
manuals-
aspect, yes,
the manuals
yes.
have become more
have
sought after.
skyrocketed.
So there's some interesting cars with interesting spec.
Definitely.
Now look at this
This-
GTR. I mean,
yeah,
slammed
it's-
to the ground.
I think this is running what they call air suspension.
Yeah,
What like Bentleys and all those other cars, what they have. You
correct.
can slam it completely to the ground.
Yeah. So there's a lot more of this happening nowadays.
It
More
is.
and more
It is. It's
people
become
are
a trend. It's
doing
become
this.
a trend. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about it being so slammed. I mean, obviously you can adjust the
Right,
adjust
the
the height, but how a car sits,
Right,
is so
right.
important.
It is.
So
it
the
is.
suspension, the rims size, the
Correct.
tire size,
That's right.
the profile of the tires can really make a car.
It does.
you
It
know.
does. And that's one thing that most people don't understand. How
Yeah.
to get the correct. It's called wheel fitment.
Correct.
How to get that, most people don't understand.
Yeah. But I mean, again, in some of the builds that we're doing, I mean, nothing like this.
Yeah.
But
no.
we're focusing on that,
On
right?
that
we're
fitment
saying that
aspect of
listen,
things, yeah.
this is the rim, these are the rims, this is the
Yeah,
stance we
the
want,
stance we want,
and then
yeah.
try to build the
Yeah.
car around it. But nice, be quite interesting to see how she runs. I love the wrap on this.
Yeah, this is another AMG GT-R. Not too many of these.
Yeah, it's
Not
a
too many
special
of these
car,
in India. Very special car.
and I mean, I love the wrap. It's
Yeah,
it's
very-
great. So the
very
quality of the
interesting.
wrap also is
Is
sort of
good.
improving
Yeah, yeah.
in the market. Again, I'm always a bit apprehensive about wraps because we've had a few bad experiences.
we have,
where
we
we've
have.
gone to remove the wrap
And
and
then it took out the paint with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But I mean, it really gives this car a lot of character.
It does. It does.
With
Makes
this-
it look way more aggressive. I
Yeah.
think this car's from Hyderabad. I think so.
It looks stunning.
So, it does.
So this one is interesting,
This is an AMG GT,
right?
tamed down version of that car.
Okay.
But I think it's been tuned. I
Yeah,
can
it
see
looks
with the
like it
exposed
because-
bonnet.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seems to be running some sort of tune.
Yeah,
But I think these are very underappreciated cars right now.
yeah.
Like the SLS has skyrocketed so much, especially in our country.
But that's
But
because the
these-
gull-wing doors.
That's right.
More
That's
iconic.
right. That's right.
Because the convertible version of that is not really.
It's not really picking up.
even
that
though it's
much.
rarer in India.
It's yeah.
So this is an interesting section and a company that's sold a lot of cars in India.
Yeah, that's right. I think the most volumes in the supercar space is Lamborghini,
Yeah.
especially with the Urus. Over
Yeah.
300 units sold in India, which
Wow.
is a big,
That's a
big
big number.
number.
Yeah.
But this is their flagship at
Yeah.
one point, the
Yeah.
SVJ.
This is again very special. It's the more
More
racy
aggressive version of the Lambo.
Yeah. And
You
it-
have any experience with these cars? Do you like how they drive?
I like them, but originally I was more of a Lamborghini fan.
Okay.
When I'm talking originally, I'm talking more sort of the late 80s, early 90s.
Right. I remember you had a Countach at that time.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
25th anniversary car, and I mean I used to prefer those to Ferraris.
The
because-
Testarossa of that.
Yeah, those are there. Those are nice, but there was just something about the Countach.
The style and
just-
the- yeah.
It was just the dream car for me. Having said that, it was not easy to drive. It was quite a nightmare.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And I remember in traffic driving that car.
Right.
it had a gated manual.
Yeah, with the heavy clutch like
Yeah,
that.
and the
heavy-
first gear was down. So I remember I almost did my shoulder in trying to push it down.
Right.
And I remember an instance when I was in traffic, in slow traffic, moving, and my leg was just sort of vibrating because there was like
It's so
there was
heavy
nothing
there.
between.
Yeah.
It's either clutch in or
Or
clutch, out.
nothing. Yeah, it's like an
So-
on-off switch. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
But there's just that whole package was
I'm sure. I'm
was
sure that
amazing.
time.
But I think the newer ones now are much easier to drive.
They are,
you
but
know?
they are still a little bulky. Like they're
Yeah.
not as easy. Or like it's not something you just get in and drive at any point.
Yeah,
it's,
you
it's
still,
still
feel
not.
it. Which in a way I think is a good thing because
It
I
is.
mean you're getting into a supercar. It's got to have more drama.
Yeah, it's like a sense of occasion.
Yeah.
A bit like that. Yeah.
With sometimes with the Ferraris, I mean they become so good,
So usable.
but they're just so easy.
It is.
to drive,
It is.
you
Yeah.
know, there's no-
yeah.
there's no challenge.
There's no challenge at all with them. Good car nonetheless. I think a Bangalore car.
Yeah.
Very, very
No, they're
nice
lovely.
to see here.
I mean, it's everything Lamborghini, right? It's,
Yeah.
it's got the flair. It's low. It looks. I mean, you can't miss
It
this
looked
car.
completely like a spaceship, not
Yeah.
not something that you'd find on Earth. Almost like that.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, like I said, if you're going in for a supercar, I
It
mean,
needs
it's got,
to be
yeah, it's
loud
got to
like
make
that
the
when you look
statement.
at
It's got to
it,
be
yeah.
loud. It's going to be
That's
a
right.
little bit of a challenge to drive, challenge to get in and out. The doors
With
again,
the
you know,
scissor
they've-
doors
yeah,
and all that.
the Lamborghini trademark for their bigger cars. So absolutely great.
Definitely.
What is this one?
This is the Aventador Ultime,
Okay.
the final production run
Okay.
of the Aventador.
So
The
again, rare
last
car.
edition of sorts. Yeah, very rare. I think 2 in India, 2
Yeah.
or 3 in India.
Hmm.
But rare car. Most powerful Aventador, 780 horsepower.
Okay.
And this is the convertible also.
The thing comes, the
The
Targa.
T-top.
Nice. It's nice that you can see all over
Yeah,
the
not
top of them.
something you get to see so
Yeah.
regularly.